Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm studying fashion design and marketing at TAFE, and our end of year assessment was to create a mini range that had 3 looks and a minimum of 5 garments. This video is just a bunch of clips that I've thrown together from when we were designing to producing to pattern making to doing the photo shoot and then setting it all up for a display night and creating a lookbook. So in our lookbooks that we had to make, we had to write a sort of poetic paragraph that would explain our whole collection. Like if you just picked up that paragraph and read it, you would understand where everything came from without me having to explain anything. So I thought that I'd just read that out now. I tried to memorize it, but I can't. So I took inspiration from the city of New York, the subways, the buildings, and the lifestyle. The feeling of strong and bold New York formed into clothing with hues representative of the underground life, using a strong print and line to represent the architectural forms of the building and maps of the subway tunnels. Classic silhouettes reinterpreted to create the new classic, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. So that kind of just explains the whole vibe of the collection as a whole, and then now I'll just go into the inspiration for each different piece. Each piece in the collection is named after a different borough of New York. So the first one we have is the Manhattan dress. This one doesn't hang up very nicely, but it is an asymmetrical dress. It was designed to look like a blazer that had just been kind of put on sideways and done up at the side instead. I designed this one to be a modern take on the classic blazer that pretty much every girl owns. And next I have the Queen's top. So this one is just kind of like a t-shirt, but it's made out of a scuba material, so it's a bit more like strong. It has a mock neck on it, and the asymmetry that I've done on it with the asymmetrical hem on the front and on the back to represent the different heights of the buildings in New York. And then the print I've done down the side is representative of the street signs. Then we have the Brooklyn trouser, and this one is just a very, very classic trouser. It's got a very classic shape, a little pocket on the back, and it has working pockets in the front. Has really tiny belt loops that probably wouldn't work. They're just kind of there to look nice. I designed these to be very versatile, so you could wear them to work, you could wear them clubbing, you could wear them out to brunch, just depending on the way that you style them. Next we have the Bronx skirt, which again uses the street signs, which I've hand painted inside all of the box plates on the skirt. So this is the name of all the different boroughs, and they're all just painted throughout inside. And then this one was supposed to just be kind of quite youthful, and I thought this would look great with like stockings and boots, and it just felt very New York to me. We then have the satin bodysuit, which looks a bit weird when you hang it up like this, but it just kind of goes across like that. So it has a stomach cutout. It is also one-shouldered, obviously. Oh. And on the sleeve it has a big cutout so that your arm can breathe. I designed this one to be quite a classy staple piece that could match with anything really and could be very versatile. But I also thought it was quite youthful and like edgy with the whole cutouts on it. Okay, and lastly we have the New York coat. So I felt like this was kind of the whole hero piece of the whole collection. That's why I named this one New York. So this is made up of over 60 individually cut pieces. So each of these pieces is completely individual, and then they've been all sewn together with meters and meters of piping that I also handmade. So it's made out of a Duchess satin, so it's quite heavy, but it looks really nice, has a very like nice shine to it. And it's obviously fully lined as well. So this one was inspired by the subway maps of New York. So I kind of just grabbed a map and drew it directly onto a like practice version of the coat, and then cut that up and turned that into my pattern. I've also given it 2 belts, just because I thought that looked nice. And so the inspiration behind this is just like the whole subway system kind of connects all the different parts of New York, and I feel like this coat connects all of the different items together, which are all named after different parts of New York. So that was the inspiration behind that one. I feel like the colour palette is a quite literal representation of New York. So we have the grey from the buildings, the green from Central Park, and then just a hint of the pop of blue, which would just be like the sky. But obviously the black and the white and the grey is the main colour, because I feel like that's the main colour of New York. I also decided to go with plaid because I felt like the grid work was a very, yet again, like literal representation of New York, because New York is set out in like grids and into like blocks. I designed all of my pieces in the hopes that they could all be very versatile and wearable, and that you could wear them all together and mix and match them all, but they could also go very well with things that you already had in your wardrobe. I really love hearing about things like this and what other fashion students do. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you'd like to see any more of my work, I can have my Instagram link below. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Get the limo out front.
Go for it.
And that's a wrap.